Hey guys, Meteor Ryan's Max here, and today I'm here with Savage.
Hey,
And today we'll be doing the Dinosaur deck profile. We're using the cards from the
structure that.
Dino Smash, Smashing Fury?
Yeah.
Structure deck. Yeah, so, yeah.
Start off with the monsters. 2 Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, because he's my boss guy, and the deck revolves around setting stuff and then dealing a lot of damage. Tyranno Infinity is my second boss guy, because Ultimate Conductor Tyranno will build up the Banish Zone along with other cards in the deck, and he becomes really big really quick. And that's why he's my second boss guy, but my main one. Second, we've got Soul Eating Raptors at 3 because this card is ridiculous. Normal summon, add or send a card, so I can either set up my plays for later or give me the hand presence I need to get the game going. It also allows me for rank 4 spam, i.e. using the babies that I use in the deck, and that's why he's in there. I also have Dinosaur at 3 for the same reason. He's a good card. Stops activated effects from hitting my dinosaurs. And also during my turn allows me to special summon a guy from my deck. Normally I aim for a little guy, so a level 2 guy, so the Soul Eater can have something to pop to bring this guy back, or bring back a level 4 from the graveyard, whilst special summoning a level 4 from the deck. And that's my main combo for that one. Then we got the baby lineup. Start off with Pteranodons at 1, because it's level 4s and higher. So I've got him in it purely because I like the look of him, and it doesn't really work for the deck, my deck, because they're all level 4s and lower that can be special summoned from the deck, which is why I run Baby Cerosaurus at 3. So it's a 3-1 lineup, because Baby Cerosaurus is identical to Terran, but it's 4 and lower. So most of the time I will bring these out, but if I feel like I don't need to use these to hit another one of them, I'll then go into Terran to just continue the plays. Finally, we have Rescue Rabbit and the Rescue Rabbit lineup, which is Megalo Smasher and Sabersaurus. Both got decent attacks, level 4s, rank 4 spam. Don't need to say much about that. Also sets up the plays for Superconductor, for those that don't know. Next is the spell lineup. Fossil Dig, to rope me any dinosaur that I don't have in my hand that will actually help me get the game going, and to also set me up for next turn. So if I've already got the plays ready and I've got this in hand, I'll wait until next turn to see what my hand gives me, or my deck gives me. If it's not a good draw, then I can always use this to set me up. And that's why that's in there. I only run 2 Twin Twisters, because sometimes it's good to have the dinosaurs in my graveyard, sometimes it's not. It deals with a lot of back row, and that's basically why that's in there. I also run Foolish to get my dinosaurs in the graveyard from my deck, i.e. Miscellaneousaurus, so that I can get the game going. And then I got Burial from Different Dimension, just in case I have my Ultimate Conductor in my hand and I don't have no dinosaurs to banish. I can then use this to return to special summon it, or I can go with a different play. If I had to banish my Ultimate Conductor, no, Tyranno Infinity before, I can always use this to return it back and then call a haunted up from the graveyard to swing with a lot of damage. So it's used for 2 different ways. Finally, we got the generics Dark Hole and Raigeki. Raigeki is the better destruction, but I run Dark Hole as a one-off for the extra destruction, because I don't want it to clog the deck. So one lineup is pretty good. Now we got the traps. Survival's End is at 2. Even though it's a good card and gives you the possibility of OTKs, it'll only work if you've got the normal monsters on the field. So that's the reason why I've got it as a 2 lineup. And it then allows me to get into the rank 4 and the ultimate conducto after I've done the damage. That's why that's in there. Then we got the most obvious one, Quaking. My deck just relies on your monsters being in defense position, so it's the best out of all the mirror forces for this deck. Don't need to explain that.
I still
Breakthrough.
prefer Storming.
Yeah, but this deck relies on your defenses. Breakthroughs in here, effect negation for if you're going to stop my plays with a monster effect. No, not happening. Also, I can Twin Twist as your back row during your turn, send this to the grave, and have this ready for next turn. Like I said earlier, I'm running Call of Haunted. I'm running at 3, even though I shouldn't have much graveyard. Sometimes I do, and sometimes this helps. Because if I got Oviraptor on the field, I can bring back one of the babies to then pop it to bring back another guy, making the Call of Haunted no longer dead, and I also have 2 new guys on the field. So it's pretty good for that reason. Finally, we got the trap lineup. TT, babies, it works really well with, so I wouldn't have a dead field. I can wipe my opponent's board whilst having a guy on board. Bottomless, Floodgate. Floodgate, like I said earlier, is self-explanatory because of the deck. And Bottomless and Solemn are the generic staples. So we'll move on to the extra deck. You run a lineup of 3 Dolker, 2 Lagia, because Dolker's the better one out of the 2 because it only removes 1 material to negate stuff. But Lagia is a Solemn Judgment, so it's really good for that reason. But most of the time I want to stop my opponent's effects going off, and that's why that lineup is best for this deck. Next we have Maestroke for setting stuff. Once again, I said deck relies on defense position monsters. Maestroke allows me to do that while setting up my graveyard. Then we've got the generics Ragnar Zero, Black Ship of Corn, Fist Dweller, Cowboy, Castell, Dark Rebellion are the main ones, but the one lineup which you should always use in rank 4 decks is the Utopia lineup. Most people prefer the which one is it?
What, V? Is it Utopia AV or something? Or Prime?
Prime, that's the one. People prefer
remember.
Prime over Utopia Ray, but I feel Utopia Ray is better, mainly because if I'm in a bit of a jam and I've got really low life points, enough to make his effect relevant, it's fine. I'll use his effect to then try and end the game. But most of the time, I'm going straight into Lightning, because Lightning's so good nowadays, and it deals with a lot of things. Also, Lightning's getting a reprint. which is the ulti.
Which, the only card I don't agree with getting an OT is the Instant Fusion.
I agree.
It already had so many reprints.
Instant Fusion doesn't need an ulti.
No. So yeah, that has been the Dinosaur deck profile. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and we'll see you guys in the next video.